Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios on this 02.04.2026. Current time is 05:47 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside. This Wednesday morning, we have good sound. Hump day, Wednesday, working towards the weekend, and we're up early. And just as a programming note, I'm only going to be staying on for about an hour, a little bit more than an hour, because me and the missus has some stuff to do this morning, and then we're going for breakfast. So this may be a short, an hour, about an hour. I do have one cup of coffee this morning because I'll have some. I know I'm sure I'll have coffee at breakfast here later. As far as that goes, so we have a few things we have to do this morning, but we got to get out the gate here early. So I got up early and got things done, and we got started here. Had a little mistake there as far as I closed the client down and stuff like that. Tony D is in the house. Good morning to you, Tony. And the missus says good morning. And also our Jersey girl, Tina, is in the house. Good morning, Tina. And the missus says good morning to you as far as that goes. Thank you for being here. And like I said, Tony is here. Salute to you, Tony D. And positive start to the day. Hashtag PSTTD and hashtag good morning. The missus says good morning to you, Tony. And on the YouTube and on the Twitch, Tina says good morning. Thank you very much, you guys. And Tony gave me his weather. And Tina's saying good morning to Tony. Only going to be staying on for about an hour here, a little bit more than an hour as far as that goes. And on the Twitch, Tony checking out all channels coming 5x5 there, Tony. Good. And Tony's saying hi to Tina. So yeah, we have some things to do, and then I'm going. I was able to twist her arm. Do you want to go out for breakfast? so so we're going to be going to the River Rock. Is the owners there are the owner there is great. His family's great, and we have a good breakfast there. So but we're starting here on Rumble Studios, and want to say good morning to the three folks that are on Rumble, one person on Locals, one person on YouTube, and two people over there on the Twitch. Good morning to you all. I hope you have had a good week so far. We're halfway there, working towards the weekend, and what did I do yesterday? We did the bicycle. We did the bike ride. I did the bike ride very good as far as that good. That's going along. That's the second day. Yeah, we'll be doing the bike later when I get back from breakfast. I can ride the bike. There's still some snow out there. I'm getting used to riding the bike, so it's cold out there, but it's not cold this morning. It's a little bit warmer than it has been. We're in double digits here, folks. It's barely double digits. Well, no, we're a little bit into double digits. Um, as far as that goes. So we'll get to the weather here. But yesterday I was playing around over. Let me see on the TikTok. I'm not going to show it, but it's over on the public TikTok. The real Fireman Rich, and where's that? Okay, we're going good there. Let me move that over there and let me minimize that. I got too many windows open because I got TikTok on my. We don't want that. Let's see our activity. Who do we got? We got. Okay, nothing there. Go to our profile. But yeah, we got 84 views on the posting we did yesterday of Dan Bongino. He is back, and he had a comment there. I was able to clip and snap, and I got 84 on over there on TikTok, which I'm getting used to putting stuff up there and stuff. It's just but over on Shorts, over on the YouTube, I figured out how to do Shorts now. Okay, I got a workflow to do Shorts over on YouTube. You just bring it up on Twitch, and I also did it. It's here. It's over on Twitch too. And I have the video over there on Rumble too. So I placed it everywhere, posted everywhere. I thought it was a good quote. And let's see, we want my YouTube channel. There we go. I'm on my YouTube channel. And the shorts, it's got 369 over on YouTube. Wow, that flew over there. But it's about don't get dead, and why. This is why, and then he explains. So you're going to have to look at the either the YouTube short, the TikTok short, or go to the Rumble, and I have it up on the Clipped It to Twitch, so you can go look at that. I'm not gonna. It's funny. I was riding a bike, and yesterday he's back. He used to be the director of the FBI, but he's back. I like him. I do like him. I know there's a lot of people that don't like him, but I do like him. I respect him for what he has done. He's genuine, and he took over for Rush Limbaugh in the afternoon before he became FBI deputy director. He spent a year there. And Tony, you might want to keep tabs on him. He's right there in the FBI, so he's mentioning the Espines files or whatever that is that you're focused on and stuff like that. But Dan Bongino, whether you like him or don't, he is genuine. Dan Bongino, he's on Rumble. He's on at 10 o'clock every day on Rumble. And I like him. He's former. He was a New York City cop too. He walked the beat on the streets of New York. I think he's originally from Queens, and but he's here on Rumble. He's a big entity, and I like him. He used to be on Fox, and he had some fallout with Fox, I guess, and stuff like that. And Tony says I had to stop reading some of the course of how mad I got, but I will. Okay, well, he might talk about it because he's given a little he's given a little peek about the FBI and stuff like that. It's back on track as far as that goes, but it's interesting what he says. Okay, whether you agree with him or disagree with him, I think he's a legitimate guy. He doesn't pull back any punches, and that info is a few. Yeah, I can imagine. uh, uh, okay. Predicate, man. Okay. Okay. And man, yeah. 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 There's a lot there and stuff like that. There was something that I don't know if you know who Glenn Beck is. He's on YouTube. I watch him. I used to watch him back in the day when he was on Fox. He's like Sean Hannity. He gets a little too over the top sometimes and stuff, but he's even in the Epstein files, but it's just Epstein talking to him about him, how he dislikes him and stuff like that. So, I know that's an interest of everybody, but Dan Bongino is back, and that's what I clipped yesterday. I was riding the bicycle yesterday, and I'm watching him though, and he says this, and I'm laughing my ass off. And it's just a quote. What is it? The quote that "Don't get dead." Why? And I'm saying why, and he tells you why, and it's pretty funny. And I thought it's a good clip. And I don't clip much. I mean, I was on the bike. I wanted to get off the bike because I was right in the middle of the 20-minute 7-mile exercise session there and stuff like that. And I'm familiar with him. Yeah. Okay. So you know who he is. Yeah. But the clip is funny. What just the way you don't want to. The bottom line is you don't want to get dead, but he tells you why. He had it on his broadcast yesterday, and I was watching it while I was doing the bicycling bit, and he had over 270,000 people the other day, Monday, when he came back on his broadcast on Rumble. That's tremendous. He beat out everybody. He beat out everybody on YouTube and Twitch and the bit for his podcast. So, but he has a lot to say, and I know there's a lot of haters that watch him, but there's just as many people that do like him and respect him, and I'm one of those people. He gives me influence. He gives me an influence of, doing what we're doing, Tony, doing this broadcasting bit and stuff like that. And just so long as you're honest and genuine and stuff like that. So check out that clip, and just to give it a plug. And but we are getting our day started here early. And Let's see. Like I said, it's a little bit warm out this morning compared to the last couple of weeks. It's a toasty 20 degrees out, folks. 20 degrees, and believe me, and the wind is not blowing. So that is night. I guess last night we stepped out after just before dinner and stuff, and went to close and lock up the garage door or take the trash out. I guess it is, and yeah, the missus took care of the garage door, and but we stood out there, and it was like I don't know, it was how cold was it? Yeah, it was like 10 degrees, 18 degrees. Yeah, yesterday when we stood outside. Okay, it was. I think it was. It was just maybe 8 degrees or so. But it would. You would figure it's cold, but there was no wind, and it was like, oh, this is nice because the sun was still out, was just setting. But right now, currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, it's 20 degrees Fahrenheit. It's cold. That's cold, but to me, it's warm. Our course of weather for the day. Um, let's see. No, we don't want that. We want the weather. Let's see. I don't know if let's see what we got here. And let's see, is my recording going on? Yeah, my recording is on. Okay, so we do have the recording on. But the weather here, we winds are what 10 miles an hour. It looks like currently right now on the weather gauge here on the online. But our weather for the day here in the southern tier of upstate New York, if I can get to the page here. My Surface 3 is acting up a little bit. It's an old Surface 3 too, so okay, what is it? No, let's go ahead and bring it up here. It'll be quicker. Um, let's see. We're going to have considerable cloudiness, a few flurries of snow showers, possible high of 24. So we're only going to get 4 more degrees. Winds out of the northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So well, they're at 8 right now, 8 miles per hour. So and the sun will be rising this morning at 7:16, which is in an hour and 16 minutes as far as that goes, and set at 5:24. So we're getting a few minutes each time. Tim Fan 40, yo yo yo, good to see you here, coming in from Michigan, and he says good morning to all. Hope you are doing well. We're only going to be on for a short time there, Tim, about an hour here. Just got started, so I want to get a broadcast in, but we got to get ready. I got to get ready, and then the missus is getting ready now and stuff, and we got to scoot out this morning to do a few things, and then go have breakfast. I'm excited about that. I'm because I only go to breakfast probably once every month or once every other month, as far as that goes. So there's our weather, our world times and temperatures as I speak, starting in Honolulu at 1 a.m. In the morning. Uh, Cloudy skies, a little clearing, 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Phoenix, Arizona at 4 a.m. Clear skies in Phoenix at and 61 degrees Fahrenheit. In the windy city of Chicago at 5 a.m. in the morning, 19 degrees, cloudy skies. In New York City, they've got a snowflake, so we got some snow flurries or snow falling there at 6 a.m. in New York City, the concrete jungle. It's 6 a.m. Here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York, and down there in central New Jersey, where Tina is at. High of 34. That's a good temperature, considering all the cold we've had, Tina. Low of 12 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. And down there in Tony's neck of the wood in Warner Robins, Georgia, 51 degrees Fahrenheit. Whoa, we're toasty down there in Georgia. 58 degrees Fahrenheit for the high, so I'm going to get 7 more degrees. 43, and they've got some rain, so it might be a little bit cooler than the actual temperature there. Continuing across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean to London, UK at 11:01 a.m. Cloudy skies in London, 48 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Milan, Italia, 12:01. You know what that means in Milan, right? Mangia, mangia, mangia. It's lunchtime in Milan, just the start of lunchtime. Um, as far as that goes, Milan, a beautiful city. Milan, Italy. I like to say Milan, Italia. I lived there for 7 years total. It's a beautiful place. Northern Italy is nice, and I've been to Milan. It's a gorgeous city. And Milan, we have some rain in Milan. I guess the Olympics start there in Cortina next week. Maybe I saw another commercial last night. We watched Doctor Best. It's Tuesday night show that me and the missus watch. It's one of our favorite shows now. Doctor Best. It's on Fox. I'm going to give it a plug. No association with it, but I like it. It's about this doctor that leaves Boston, goes to a small community. He's sort of a stuffed shirt, but his aunt and the people in the community at this, I think it's a Maine shipping village there, or fishing village that it's all sorts of antics. They had a power outage last night, and last night's episode. It's a good show. It's an hour long, and it's a very good show on Fox. And I think that's the fourth episode. Let's see. In Milan, it's raining, and it's 43 degrees Fahrenheit. So, but the Olympics start in Milan and Cortina, where the Winter Olympics. Skipping over to Kuala Lumpur at 7:03 p.m. Thunderstorms in Kuala Lumpur, 77 degrees Fahrenheit. In Tokyo, Japan, we have clear skies with some passing clouds, 8:03 p.m. in their evening there, 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Down under on the great continent, great country of Australia, friends and allies to the United States. They're great friends and allies, and we do appreciate it, Australia. In Melbourne, Australia, at 10:03 p.m. in their evening, clear skies in Melbourne, 68 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Sydney, Australia, at 10:03 p.m., 73 degrees Fahrenheit, clear skies. And I got to add Brisbane, since the Wandering Australian told us. And Brisbane is in the same time zone, I believe, as Melbourne and Sydney, but they're an hour behind because they still do daylight savings time. But in Brisbane at 9:03 p.m., clear skies, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm going to throw that one in there because I just think it's a wacky, because it caught me. But our good friend from Australia down under there, the Wandering Australia, and he's from Brisbane. He says it's just whacked, I guess. Okay, there's our world times and temperatures as I speak, and we do have a thought for today. Our thought for today is from the 26th president. Do you know who that is? We've had him here before. Do you know who that is? Theodore Roosevelt, Teddy Roosevelt. Teddy Roosevelt. Theodore Roosevelt Jr., also known as Teddy or TR, was the 26th president of these here United States of America, serving from 1901 to 1909. Roosevelt previously was involved in New York politics. He was a New York governor he was the 33rd governor of New York for 2 years before he became president because is it McKinley he was the vice president for? I think. McKinley was assassinated in Buffalo at the World's Fair, I guess they had in Buffalo, and Teddy Roosevelt was just down the road from where I'm at. It's about almost an hour drive down Route 17, which is now 86, to Hancock. He was bear hunting when he got word, and he became president after his boss was assassinated there in Buffalo. I think it was McKinley. I'm pretty sure. So his quote, Teddy Roosevelt, goes as follows. I think we've had this one on before, and it's actually a quote that I think they use in a sense in the movie. What is that movie? Do I have that? Where is that? I know I have it. Oh, it's way up there. It's tucked away. Knight's Tale. If you ever watch a Knight's Tale, that's one of my favorite movies. It's in there. It says, so the quote goes as follows: "Keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground." That's it. So what's that all mean? You're looking at the stars and you got your feet. Well, your feet are naturally going to be on the ground, but you got to think beyond that, folks. The meaning of this famous quote is of "keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground" is a call for balance, ambition. You have to keep your desires of moving forward balanced, urging individuals to dream big, set high goals while remaining practical, grounded and rooted in reality. You gotta deal. Reality is reality. You can't change that, and it's not going to change. So You got to be aware of that. It means to pursue ambitions, long-term goals, while staying focused on the daily concrete steps necessary to achieve them. And I think that's a good one. It's and they have a version of that, and like I said, uh, it's something about keep your eyes always on the stars and stuff. But you got to keep your feet grounded as far as that goes. So I think we've had this quote on here before. I'm not sure. It just popped up in the queue again. So it's a great quote from the 26th president, Teddy Roosevelt. God bless, sir, and Godspeed. He was a good president too, I guess. He was hard stern. Okay, let's see. Um, we have our national day. Our national day consists of what do we got? We don't have much of them. Create a Vacuum Day. That's in outer space. National Girls and Women in Sports Day. Well, I could say a few things about that, but National Sweater Day. Well, we just got done with Christmas and we got ugly sweater day. Hemp Day. Today's Hemp Day. If you, I don't know, is that the same as marijuana? Hemp, I guess. Hemp. Oh no, they make ropes out of hemp. But I think I've heard people smoke. We're gonna go something that's hearty and good during a cold day, and that's National Homemade Soup Day. I know Tina likes that one. I like homemade soups. The missus makes up some great homemade soups. So today we're gonna throw out there hashtag National Homemade Soup Day before the era of modern transportation. And Tina says yes to that one. Yeah, yeah, that's a good one. I think it's a good one, especially as cold as it's been outside. We had some chili the other. I know that's not soup, but we had some chili. And Tina says she loves soup. I love soup too. Soup is good and hearty and healthy for you, I think. Before the era of modern transportation, soup was a product of regional available foods. For this reason, there are thousands of soup recipes available today. I like uh, clam chowder, Manhattan clam chowder. I love that stuff. That when Campbell's came out with that, I used to eat that stuff when I would go camping. I would have like 5 cans in my backpack. It weighed me down a little bit, but many soups offer medical properties. What was once considered a wives' tale, chicken soup now has backing from the science community. Yes, chicken soup, it helps you, from what science is saying, relieves the symptoms of common cold. How? Well, scientists believe that the bowl of soup may reduce inflammation of the lungs. It is thought that chicken soup slows down the activity of the white blood cells that can cause inflammation. Well, there you go. Get some chicken soup today. Stay healthy. I said it was going to be healthy. And Tina says she makes lots of soups. Yeah, soups. The missus makes a good soup. She makes a good chicken soup as far as that goes. And you can make a soup just about out of anything, basically, that's in the kitchen and stuff like that. That's pretty healthy and hearty as far as that goes. So get your soup on National Soup Day today, folks. Okay, let's see. Yesterday we did have the audio podcast that I did before I did the Dan Bongino clip short. There, I posted up on everywhere. This one was a pretty interesting story, and it dealt with some research that's being done up in Rochester, New York, which is just north of here, about an hour and a half drive, 2 hour drive, and right there. University of Rochester, great university. I don't know about the city of Rochester. Rochester's not a really, it's a pretty tough town, even though it's a college town. But the research they're doing there is about a spider-inspired design making metal tubes unsinkable. What's that? A spider? Yeah. The technique and what the spider does is a breakthrough in maritime engineering. And what it is, um, the University of Rochester is looking at recently presented a new super hydrophonic design that could lead to resilient ships, floating platforms, and renewable energy innovations. And the little spider that could is a where's the name of it? but they got etchings in these little tubings. And there's a YouTube out there on the University Rochester's. They're just small tubes for the research, but if they scale that up, it could be monstrous. So it was a very good one, and I just thought that was pretty neat. That was here in New York State from the University of Rochester. When treat and they put like these etchings, etchings along the interior of the aluminum tube, and create microscopic pits for surface on the surface that turn it super hydrophonic, repelling water and staying dry. And when treated, tubes enter water. The superphonic surface traps and stables and traps a stable bubble of air inside the tube, which prevents the tube from getting waterlogged. And what's the name of the spider? I had the name here. I can't see it. Oh, here it is. The dive bell spider trap. The dive bell spider. It traps air to breathe when hunting underwater, meaning it works off a proven concept. So they're looking at that and they're transposing it into something else, which is always fascinating. Fascinating. That's going to be some great stuff there. So we did the audio podcast. We'll be doing another audio podcast at Fireman Rich on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify. And the other thing we do on Spotify, we repurpose this broadcast over there. We're recording it right now for the folks there, and it'll be up probably when I get back from breakfast. There we have that, and we're right at 30 minutes, and we're going to go ahead and do 100 years ago. I'm pushing it a little bit because I want to stay right within that hour, a little over an hour and stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and do 100 years ago. I guess I can move fast when I want to, right? No breaks today. It's only a 1 cup coffee here for the broadcast and such. So let's go ahead and set up for Roger Luther on Fox 40. And this might be the only webpage we get to, folks. Let's see. 100 years ago, and it's a good one. I had it. I already listened to this one. This one's a good one. A lot of crime 100 years ago, as of February 2nd, which was Monday, and we'll go ahead and listen to Roger Luther, who is the Broome County historian, and Broome County is the next county over from where I am at here in Tioga County, and he's a very, very, very well knowledgeable and person that tells it like it is, what it was 100 years ago. He has a real knack of that. Okay, let me bring it up here. And where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay, there it is. 100 years ago. We'll go ahead and give this a run here, and we'll see what Roger Luther has to say. Again, no full disclosure, no affiliation with Fox 40 News, just giving you an idea what it looks like or what it was like 100 years ago here in southern tier of upstate New York. Here we go.
100 years ago today, it's Groundhog Day, and if there are any groundhogs in the Binghamton area, they would have seen their shadows today. According to tradition, that means we're in for another 6 weeks of winter. Police made 170 arrests during January. Public intoxication is still the principal offense, with 64 being for that reason. Endicott police today disposed of 154 gallons of alcohol that had been seized in a recent raid by pouring it into the sewer. An employee of the D&H Railway in Binghamton was in police court this morning, charged with stealing 2 boxes of oleomargarine from a train car. And finally, bottles of milk were stolen from the front porch of the Johnson City police chief this morning. Police believe it was the work of young boys. And that was the news, January 2nd, 1926.
Oh, my God. I tell you, folks. I tell you. Of course, the groundhog saw his shadow 100 years ago, just like he did this past Monday and stuff. So, but what is it? Finally, bottles of milks were stolen from the front porch, Johnson City. And I think we've had some problems with these young lads in Johnson City before. They believe it was the work of those young boys. The young boys are running around causing havoc again. And but other than the Groundhog Day, Tina's lots of laughs there from Tina. We literally have a crime wave going on here 100 years ago, according to Roger Luther. I was laughing my butt off yesterday, folks. Then what was the other one? Employee at the D&H Railroad. That's one of many railroad companies that came through this area back. I think there's only one or two now. There's only one line that comes through the county. But Binghamton police for stealing 2 boxes of margarine from a train car. Oh my God. Must have had a restaurant or something like that. And then we had the intoxication, of course, that continues even there. This is back during the time of Prohibition. They had 170 arrests, public intoxication, and 64, with 64 being that the arrest, it was 170. So more than a third, just about a third of, a little more than a third of the arrests were because of intoxication. That's because they confiscated 154 gallons of alcohol and poured it in. I bet you there was a cop behind a patrol car there that was doing a little nip as far as that goes on the. I think there might be, or else they might take a few bottles home or something like that. So that's pretty funny. That is funny, folks. In other history, we had, let's see, in 1783, Great Britain formally ceased hostilities with its former colonies, the United States of America, because we kicked their ass. But they tried coming back in 1812, where we kicked their ass again. And let's see, in 362, Roman Emperor Julian declared equal rights for all religions in the empire. Okay, they were finally getting it together. And no, I thought this was 1938. Walt Disney's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was released. Okay. And on this day in 2004, the social media network Facebook was founded. So there we go with that. And let's see, on the AP side, we have, let's see. It was on this day in 1997. That's the day I got out of the service. O.J. Simpson was found liable in civil trial. He beat the murder rap, but he was found liable in a civil trial. And 1945, Allied forces began World War II conference at Yalta. And Stalin wanted it at Yalta because he had the rooms bugged. History records. I seen that on the History Channel. And of course, the Facebook launches on this day in 2004. 1974, Patty Hearst was kidnapped. Remember how much of a big deal that was? She's the daughter of the Hearst family there. How come this isn't taken? Okay, here we go. February 4th. Those are just the main headlines on the AP here. And we're doing pretty good. Okay, there he is. Yeah, O.J. Simpson. Yeah. So 1945, President Franklin D. Roosevelt, British Prime Minister Winston Churchill, and Soviet Union Joseph Stalin began wartime conversation in Yalta. Patty Hearst was 19, was kidnapped in Berkeley, California by the radical Symbionese Liberation Army, which Facebook started, and that's about it there. Okay. So there we have it. And in sports, starting with NBA action this past Monday, none of my teams played Monday night. Last night, the Knicks beat the Wizards 132-101. Pistons, they won. They're in first place. I got to keep an eye on that. I'm surprised. The Nets lost to the Lakers last night, 125-109, and the Celtics beat the Mavericks 110-100 last night. Today, Celtics play the Rockets tonight at 8 down there in Houston. Knicks and host the Nuggets at 7. It's down in Madison Square Garden. And tomorrow the Nets and Magic play at 7. And that's it for basketball. NHL, Monday, the Islanders lost to the Capitals 4-1. Buffalo Sabres beat the Panthers 5-3. Go Buffalo. And that's it for that day. Yes, that was for Monday. Last night, the Islanders beat the Penguins, Pittsburgh. That's good. Sabres lost to the Lightning 4-3. Islanders won 5-4 against the Penguins. Sabres lost 4-3. And tonight, the Bruins play the Panthers at 7. And let's see, that's it as far as that. Of course, football, we're getting ready for the Super Bowl. Nothing going on other than, what's in the headlines and stuff like that. I think all the let's see, they're having a mock draft. Commanders make surprising choice for New York. NFL mock draft. NFL news live update. Okay, it's getting close. So I'm picking, just to reaffirm, I'm picking Seattle to win. I think everybody, I think they're the favorite right now. Of course, there's another football. It's soccer and the Manchester City Football Club. I'll be watching this afternoon at 3. Manchester in the EFL Cup semifinals. They play Newcastle today at 3. They tied this past Sunday against, I think I said that last Monday. They're still currently second in the Premier League, so we'll be looking at them and stuff like that. So to see where they stand. So at 6:23, we cruised right through there and stuff like that. 39 minutes. I didn't have a lot to jibber jabber. I just stuck to the script. And this is basically about the length of what the audio podcast is. And Tina says she's picking Seattle too. I think everybody's picking Seattle. But there's the big news on Seattle's going to sell the team. If they sell it, they got to be. They're not going to move the team. I doubt if they're going to move the team. They got to stay there. If they win the Super Bowl, could you imagine? They win the Super Bowl, they sell the team, and then the team moves. Yeah, we're fast today. I'm not telling any long jaw stories. I'm trying to keep it short. This is about how long it is for the audio podcast. I do that in the audio podcast plus the article, and that's so we're just going to stay on here. I'm going to just cruise through some of the news here. See if we got time for one or two. If something pops out at me. And there's nothing there. WEBO, there's nothing there. WNBF. And we haven't had any luck on anything of lately as far as that goes. So nothing there. Channel 12. And there's not even anything on Channel 12 as far as that goes. Delta Airlines announced upgrade to Syracuse Hancock International Airport. That's a nice airport. Oh, here's something. This is on the space. They had the dry run of the Artemis 2 rocket that was down there. But it looks like there's a Endicott company working on NASA's Artemis. Let's go ahead and show this one. This looks very interesting. I'm a space nut, and they're going to be launching this thing, I think this Sunday, or something like that. So we'll be live broadcasting that, folks, as far as that goes. Let's go ahead and bring this one up. This is on WBNG. No affiliation with WBNG, but this looks like a very interesting article. Let's see what capacity this company is going with, is associated with it. So here it is. Okay, what happened to the sound? We have no sound. Okay, got to bring the sound up, Rich. There we go. Here we go. Let's start from the beginning again. Here we go.
A little piece of the southern tier is helping the Artemis II crew fly around the moon. The Endicott-based company Ensco has been working on the project for 10 years now. Their job was to help their customers get certifications for software. They helped them demonstrate whatever kind of technology they wanted to put on the aircraft wouldn't break the engine or bring the aircraft down. It's critical everything works perfectly in space. There's nowhere to go for help, and you can't easily turn back if something goes wrong. The Ensco's director says he's proud of his team's work, and even though it calls for some long days, it's well worth it.
Sometimes the work day to day can be tedious. You look at your code, you do your testing, but if you're able to turn around and say, yeah, my work is going up there to the moon, and you can show to your kids where stuff is going, and you can talk to your family. It's a bit more concrete, and that's exciting.
This is also a big launch for the country as a whole, as Artemis II will be the first space journey near the moon since the 1970s.
So there it is. That's the capsule there. What's the name of? Let's see, Artemis II. Artemis II. Oh, what's the name of the this is two space capsule name. Space capsule name. Orion. Yeah, the Orion. That's the Orion spacecraft. That's made by Lockheed, which is there's some local Lockheed is here in the southern tier of upstate New York. And back in the day, IBM had ties with the Apollo, the Gemini and Apollo. So there's nothing new that there's small companies here in the southern tier of upstate New York that's associated with the space program. And that is the Orion spacecraft right at the right forward of the solar panels there. That's a Lockheed product and stuff like that. And the Artemis II is going to be manned. Artemis I, it went around the moon last year, and this will be the next step in the journey of us returning to the moon and hopefully going off into Mars. So this will be exciting. I believe it's scheduled for Saturday, but yesterday was a dry run. They found a few leaks, I guess. They fill up the capsule. It's out on launch pad 39B, I think it is, or 39A, one of those. And so it's I'm pretty stoked about this. So I will be doing a live stream on Rumble broadcast. I'll probably broadcast it out to all the channels. There's 7 channels on this thing. As far as that goes, it's I'm pretty excited about space travel, and there's 3 Americans and there's 1 Canadian that's on the team there, the 4, and 1 woman. So it's going to be very very interesting, and as far as that goes. So okay, Mrs. is all ready, so I gotta wrap this up here. We got about 10 more minutes. Let's see if we can get another. Oh, plenty of time. Oh, plenty of time. Okay. 6:30. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, let's shut that down. What is that? That's WENY, isn't it? Let's see. Why did I get a no-go on that? Let's see. Okay, yeah, it's WE. Okay. All right, let's see. So that's on WNBF or WBNG. And let's see, is there anything else? No, that's the only thing that's interesting there. Okay, let's go ahead and let's see. There's nothing on the whale or NBF, channel 34. Nothing there. WENY. 3 years after. No, we don't want that. Let's see. Nothing out there in Elmira. What about on channel 18 in Elmira? Nope. No. And Penny Saver, helping neighbors in the storms. That's always good. Mazda under federal investigation on the 92.5 KGB channel after recalling failed to fix steering issue. So what's that about? They The Mazda CX-90 SUV is under federal investigation after previous recalls to address steering issues may have failed to solve the problem, according to the National Highway Safety Administration. Oh, okay, so there's an investigation there. Let's see, 104, that's the same as NBF, WNBF and Whale. Spectrum News. We should have something on Spectrum News here. Let's see. No, there's nothing on Spectrum News. Bills to produce and distribute radio broadcast in-house, ending partnership with they're ending their partnership with WGR. That's one of the channels that we have. Yeah, WGR 550. Oh, okay. So I wonder what that's all about. I guess they don't like their commentary about the Bills. I don't think the Bills are going to have. Let's see. Where was that? That's right here on. Let's see. Country Buffalo's channel, Buffalo 106.5 WYRK. Stefon Diggs shares a heartful message for the Bills ahead. Let's see what that one's about. He used to be a Bill. Let's see. I'm just going to read this. I'm not going to show the picture. You know who you know what Stefon Diggs looks like and stuff like that. But this is off of the channel 106.5 WYRK. It's been a tough pill to swallow for Bills fans. Yes, it has. The Bills have once again failed to make it to the Super Bowl, of course. And now one of the former players who was center of controversy at the time of answering questions from the media before he plays. What did Stefon Diggs have to say to the Buffalo Bills? Diggs makes it to the Super Bowl first. Most Bill fans would not have guessed that Stefon Diggs would make it to the Super Bowl before Josh Allen and the Bills. A lot figured that once he left Allen, he would be playing on teams worse than the one he came to. Some still believe that, but Diggs did what the Bills haven't. He helped the team, and he did help the team. This week, the media heavy week for players at the Super Bowl. It's the chance for reporters from all over the country to ask questions of them. And at least one Bill fan was there to ask Diggs one. And his question was, on behalf of Bills fans, we miss you. We love you. I don't know. I didn't really care for him as a player. He's too controversial. And we need you a lot this year. Nah, I don't know about that. Do you have anything to say to Buffalo fans, particularly the ones who never wanted you to leave? As long as he produced, he wasn't producing, but hopefully one day we can hug it out. He says, sorry for holding the mic in front of his face. I'm new at this. Okay. Diggs essentially said that he loved the Bills fans. Okay, that's good. Even if you didn't feel the same way. Okay, that's okay. I got respect for him for saying that. He said to keep hanging on our hat on. He said to keep hanging our hat on quarterback Josh Allen, and added that he's going to be a Hall of Famer. He said that Bills Mafia is one of the top 3 fan bases in the world because he has to rock with his guys, and hoped maybe one day they'll be able to hang out. Well, the Bills turned it around. Last year they were crap. So, okay, Stefon. I don't think he's going to win. I think I do think the Seattle Seahawks are going to win. So, okay, anything else there? A little football thing there. Let's see. Let's see other one here. We got 106. We got the other one, Power 93.7 WBLK. Oh, they don't have the Stefon thing there, but let's see. WGR, which is no longer to be the official Buffalo radio station there. They have mostly hockey on there and stuff like that. Let's see. Oh, the partial shutdown ended. Yeah, the House voted 217 to 214 yesterday to pass the $1.2 trillion government spending package, ending a partial shutdown that began Saturday. President Donald Trump saw the bill. I saw him sign it. The agreement funds several major agencies through to September, and the Department of Homeland Security. They tried to make it all about ICE, and it wasn't. ICE has been bankrolled, I guess, already. Democrats will now seek to negotiate reforms on immigrations and custom enforcement and Customs and Border Patrol, two agencies involved in the deaths. Yeah, but also who involved in the deaths are the protesters, okay? I'll say, yeah, those officers were, but the protesters were involved also in the deaths of U.S. citizens in Minnesota. Democrats are pushing for uniform code of conduct, and I think they do have one. We just have a few bad apples, and requires the agencies to wear body cams. They're already wearing body cameras. Remain unmasked. Well, what about the protesters on duty and obtain warrants to conduct raids? House Speaker Michael Johnson, Republican from Louisiana, has reported rejected most of these beds. See takeaways and standoffs. Okay. Disney passes the wand. The Walt Disney Company has named longtime parks executive John DeAmora as the next chief executive. Okay. Westminster Winter Crown. Oh, that's the dog show. Okay, so they got a winner at the dog show. That's off of the 1440 there, Gina, as far as that goes. And we got everything in. Look at that. Got everything in 53 minutes. So we got some time to spare. I thought I could be on for another half hour, but we're going to end it air at about an hour as far as that goes. And let's see. And Tina says, good. Yeah. Because let's see, Hal is just getting his day started, I guess. I see Jim Figerty, he's on the Twitch right now, Liam, and Rizzo's on too. Okay, she's a Australian girl. Her handle is Rizlex, Rizzlexo. She's playing Hellmart. Okay. She's from Australia. She's a good girl. So it's a late night there, 10 o'clock, or what's the time? Oh, 6:30. He's on TikTok. Okay. All right. Do I got any followers? Let me check my TikTok. Did I get any new followers? I tried following you, Tina, and do you see me following you on your TikTok? Because you followed me. Where the hell's my TikTok? Let me see here. Let me get my TikTok here. Let me bring that up. Let me bring the TikTok. No, we don't. I don't like how when you open it, it opens right up into a thing there. No, okay. Followers. I have you follow. I'm trying to follow back, but I can't. Okay, I just clicked it again to follow you back. Maybe I'll stay this time. I'll click new followers. Yeah, click to see if because I just clicked it. I got activity that you started following me a day ago, and I tried following you, but it just it goes to friends, and then it resets back to, because you're actually technically my first follower, other than myself. That's on my TikTok page, The Real Fireman Rich. I opened that up this past weekend, and I'm having fun with it, and I get 100 a day. Yeah, I see. You got quite the following there. I see. You got something like, was it 4,916 followers and 6,002 Oh, you're following 4,916 and you got 6,000. Man, you're a TikTok star there, girl. Well, I'm trying to follow you. It says that you're following me, I guess, or something, And Tina laughs at that one. Yeah. I mean, you got that. You got more. I think you got more than Tony and more than our good friend from Canada, Michael Bathurst. I don't know. I'll have to check and stuff like that. But so I'm having fun on it as far as that goes. I put something up and I did follow you. Yeah, I see that, but it's not allowing me. It doesn't. I have one person I'm following, and that I have you as a follower, but I want you as a person I'm following. I got to work with. There might be a setting or something like that. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm still playing around with it. It's what is it? It's just, it is what it is as far as that goes. Let's see. So it's still dark out. I'm seeing a moon out there. There's a moon up there, so it's clear. It's right up there. It's starting to get a little. Oh, that's the curtains right there from the back window. But I'm seeing the moon right there. It's a little cloudy. It's hiding behind the clouds there. So the weather, we'll see what the weather does as far as that goes, and such. So I'm going to clear out these web pages here. We don't need these. Let's see. There we are in there. Okay, let's go ahead and clear these out as we're finishing up. We're gonna make this a 1 hour show, and we're at 58 minutes right now. So other than that, we're halfway through the week, and I hope everybody's having a great week. I am. This is a pretty decent week. I did say my chess match on Monday. I can talk about that because I'm playing chess. Hopefully this afternoon, if I get the car back and stuff like that. Because that's one of the things I got to do this morning. The car has to get inspected, so we're going to drop it off this morning, and go for breakfast. And I have a chess match. It's a chess club meeting. It's just me and my neighbor. But the chess game I had Monday, I should have won, but I bumbled it. We both had a 1,300 rating on the game, both of us. We ended up, I stalemated. I lost both my rooks. The previous game, I took both his rooks. The previous Monday. And that's the one that I have a little GIF up and stuff like that. I was going to do a GIF, but we stalemated. We basically all he had was a king and a bishop, and you can't checkmate with a king. The chess.com automatically said this is a stalemate, so we each got a half a point and stuff like that. So I was playing a good game, but the big takeaway is we played at a level of 1,300. So I don't know if that's how correct it is, because I consider myself an average chess player, right around like 600 to 700 on the rating, which is about an average. You're a good player, but you're not fantastic. I do have blunders and stuff, and blunders you don't want to have blunders because your opponent takes advantage of that. And I had 2 blunders, and I was able to still get a stalemate. So yeah, I did follow back Tina on the. Let me see. Let me try it again here real quick. Where's the TikTok? There's the TikTok. Let's see. I go to activity. I see you there, and I follow back, and it says friends. And it just clicks. It clicks back. It goes back to follow back. So I don't know what's going on there. I don't know. Do I have a setting? Let me check the settings here. I'll play with it. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's a promotion thing. Okay. I'm still trying to get acclimated to TikTok, so I'll play around with it later. So, but let's see. Okay, we're at 1 hour, so we're gonna go ahead and cut short here. I gotta go get ready here to scoot out here in another hour. I want to get ready and all that. So I want to say thank you for listening to today's condensed, shorter version of the morning coffee here on this Wednesday, February 4th, 2024. And thank you, Tina. Tina was here. I want to thank you, Tina, our Jersey girl. I want to say salute to you, Tony. Thank you for being here, my friend and brother veteran and good fellow broadcaster there. And thank you, Tim Fanforti, coming in from Michigan. He was here. So we're a little bit quick, I guess. This what would have been the second hour. We're going to have big Steve there from Ohio, Big Juice, come in and say, wait a minute, he's not here. But it's been good. Thank you very much for watching me. As far as the people that followed, they're watching now. As far as the replays, thank you very much. As far as that goes, and yeah, lots of you're laughing at that one too. Yeah, Big Juice is always coming in late as far as that goes. So, but we're going to go ahead and end it here. And okay. yeah, and get our day started as far as that goes. And I do appreciate the views as far as the replays. And we'll get the audio up here later today when I get back from all our errands we have to do this afternoon or this morning. And other than that, I want to say thank you very much from the heart. You all have a great Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. And what? Oh, that's Bug. Okay. Oh, no, we're not halfway through the week. She just showing the love. That's unconditional love.
No, I'm gonna bug you.
Yeah, that's what her name is, Bug. So you all have a great one wherever you may be. Thank you very much. Rich Roberts, at Fireman Rich here on Rumble, at Fireman Rich over on X. And you have a good one too, Tina. Yeah, she's saying have a good one, day, guys. And we're going to skate out of here. And you all have a great one. Follow me over on X at Fireman Rich, or else just Google at Fireman Rich. You all have a great one. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks.